Since 9/11, we have gotten better at keeping weapons and terrorists off airplanes. But security experts warn that terrorists could use air missiles to try to take down commercial planes without ever getting on board. A simple surface-to-air missile they can carry on their shoulder could do that trick. So the race is on to fit passenger jets with onboard anti-missile systems. Defense contractor Northrop Grumman has such a system ready to deploy. Let's talk about it with the Director of Marketing and Business Development, Defensive Systems for Northrop Grumman, Jack Pledger. Jack, this isn't some pie-in-the-sky kind of fantasy. The Israelis saw it back in 2002 when some terrorists in Kenya tried to fire on one of their jets taking off from an airport in Kenya. Could it happen in this country?
Yeah, that's exactly right, John. These missiles are very portable. They're very hard to detect, and they don't actually have to be on an airport to be used. Anytime the airplane is down around 10 to 15,000 feet from the ground, you can use these weapons against them.
So that gives you an area of maybe 30 miles around a major airport, 30 square miles. Pretty tough to police that kind of thing.
Actually, if you look at the approach and departure to most runways at the average airport, there's about a 300 square mile area for each runway that you're basically vulnerable to this kind of threat.
Now, the Israeli system uses flares that are dropped from the aircraft. These missiles work by honing in on the heat coming out of the engines, right? So you drop a flare, it distracts the missile. Your system is different. Tell us about it.
Yeah, we use a laser-based system, and the technical term for it is a directional infrared countermeasure system. All that really means is we have sensors around the system we put on the airplane that can detect a missile being fired at the airplane. And when it detects this missile, it turns a little turret that looks a lot like the turret on a news helicopter, and it's a little smaller, at the missile that's coming toward the airplane, and it fires this eye-safe laser that's a real good source of infrared jamming energy at the missile seeker. The missile seeker is using the heat that the engines produce on the airplane to guide on the airplane. So we put a signal in it that basically tells it to turn away from the airplane. That takes me about a minute or so to say it, but it actually happens in 2 to 3 seconds, and it doesn't require...
The question is, at $1 million a copy, who pays for it?
Well, that's an issue that's going to have to be resolved. Of course, the airlines are financially strapped now and would be hard-pressed to do something like that.
Well, it sounds like a great system. Jack Pledger from Northrop Grumman. Hope it works. Thank you.